Greetings everyone. Today we will discuss about menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle is a periodic event occurring in female in every 28 days in their childbearing age. So this event is called menstrual cycle. The 28 days is an average number. It may occur between 26 to 30 days in normal cases. However, in slightly abnormal cases, it may occur between 20 to 40 days. Menstruation occur in females after their puberty. It begins in the age range of 10 to 14 years and continue up to 45 to 50 years. It roughly continues for almost 36 years. Menstruation does not occur during pregnancy. So this is the indication of puberty in female. Menstruation, it may be broadly divided into 3 phases. First one is menstrual phase. Second one is the proliferative phase. And third one is called secretory phase. So now the menstrual phase. As I told you, entire cycle is for 28 days. The first phase or menstrual phase lasts for about 4 to 5 days. The second phase, it continues from 6th to 14th days. And the last phase or secretory phase continues up to 28 days. So a series of change occurring in this period. The first phase or in the menstrual phase, layers of the endometrium sheds and removed from the uterus. These material come out through the vagina for 4 to 5 days. This material which is coming out through the vagina is called menstrual flow. It consists of layers of endometrium, blood, mucus, unfertilized ova, etc. In normal cases, menstrual flow is around 350 ml. However, it could be slightly less or more in some individuals. In second phase, that is the proliferative phase, it begins with the 5th to 14th day. In this phase, what happens? Endometrium layer gradually becomes thicker, and at the end of this phase, ovulation occurs. At the end of this phase, ovulation occurs. The last phase is secretory phase. In this phase, what happens? Endometrium is thicker, more prominent blood vessels appear inside the endometrium, and there is increased secretion of progesterone. So, if we draw an indicative diagram, so it will look like this. So, this is the beginning or first day. This is the first day. Here, this is the first day. The layer is removed. This continue up to 5th day. We are assuming 5th day. It could be 4th day, it could be 6th day, like that. While the seeding is going on, from the basal layer, endometrium formations begin. Now, from the 5th day, it becomes thicker. Here, this is the 14th day. Here, ovulation occurs. Gradually, there are appearance of blood vessels. Then, from the 14th day, the endometrium is much more thicker up to 28 days. Here slightly decline, 28 days, and the blood vessels are more prominent. Okay, this is the thickness of the endometrium. This is the thickness of the endometrium. The menstrual flow come out at the day 1, or day 1 is indicated when the bleeding starts. Day 1 indicated when bleeding starts. So, in this procedure, a series of changes occur. As this phase I have discussed, this is the uterine phase of the menstrual cycle. There are several changes occur in the ovary also. So, how it occurs? We broadly divide into two phases, follicular phase and follicular phase and luteal phase. So, if we draw an indicative diagram of the ovary. So, this is assume this is a ovary. In ovary, there are around 40,000 primordial follicles. 40,000 primordial follicles. This primordial follicle, each follicle contain an ova surrounded by thin layers of granulosa cells. This is called primordial follicle. In 5th day onwards, it gradually mature into a primary follicle. primary follicle. So that is the ova is completely surrounded by the granulosa cells. Ova is completely surrounded by granulosa cells. So this is called primary follicle. This is the primordially. This happened in the 4th to 5th day. That is at the end of the menstrual phase. Then within few days, within next 7 days or 8 days, what happens? This primary follicle develop further. This outer layer is much more thicker and ovum enlarges in size, and there may be appearance of a fluid, antral fluid. This is called antral fluid. This formation is called vesicular follicle. In about 13th-14th day, this is completely matured. This is completely matured, and it enlarges. Ovum become larger, and this internal fluid, amount of internal fluid increases. This is the completely matured ovum or completely matured follicle. That is the called Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle. On that, this happens. This is 4 to 5 days. This within 13-14 days. In 14 days, ova comes out. Ova comes out. This is called, this is the day 14th. This is day 14th of menstruation. This is called ovulation. This phase is called follicular phase. So follicular phase is the first 14 day of the menstrual cycle, in which a primordial follicle mature into a Graafian follicle, followed by ovulation or release of ova from the Graafian follicle. The next phase is the luteal phase. After release of the ova, this Graafian remaining portion, they form something which is called corpus luteum. Corpus luteum. Corpus luteum. Corpus luteum. This corpus luteum will exist up to 28 days. And in this period, it produces huge amount of progesterone. Fertilization does not occur. This corpus luteum shrink and form corpus albicans. So this is the changes. These are the changes occurring in the ovary during the menstrual cycle, follicular phase and luteal phase. And during menstrual cycle, there are changes occurring in the hormone level in the body. This is called hormonal changes during the menstrual cycle. So if we make a graphical presentation like this, so initial stage, amount of follicle stimulating hormone or FSH. is high, slightly high. It stimulates the maturity of the primordial follicle. Now this gradually fall and increase at the time of ovulation. This is the day 14th, day 1 to day 14th. The follicle stimulating hormone which initiate the maturity of the primordial follicle. Then another hormone is there that is called luteinizing hormone or LH. Its concentration is moderate and the day 14 it increases. Day 14 it increases. Luteinizing hormone is the hormone responsible for ovulation or rupture of Graafian follicle to release ova. So these are the things. Then their level gradually falls up to 28 days. During this period, another hormone which is also local hormone, it is called estrogen. Estrogen is also secreted from ovary. In 14th day, it reaches maximum level and then fall. And in 14th day, after ovulation, as I told you, corpus luteum is formed which produce huge amount of progesterone. So progesterone whose level is less, but after ovulation it amount increases and gradually fall. Estrogen, so the first one I told you, it is all estrogen, and then the second half progesterone. This progesterone amount increases in the second phase, third phase or after 14 days. This progesterone helps in the maintenance of the pregnancy if occurs, otherwise it also help to maintain the endometrium for next 14 days. So this is the menstrual cycle. All these changes occurring simultaneously. Day 1 is indicated by the starting of the bleeding or starting of the menstrual flow. During this phase, endometrium, everything, they come out as the menstrual flow. In this time only endometrium formation began from the basal layer, and at the same time primary follicle begin to start maturing. From the 5th day, this development is faster. Follicle development faster, it become primary follicles, then become your vesicular follicle, then become Graafian follicle, and the endometrium layer gradually thickens. At the same time, concentration of FSH and LH increases. And at the day of ovulation, FSH is maximum, LH is maximum, and estrogen also maximum. And after that, estrogen level fall, FSH level falls, and LH level falls. However, progesterone level shoots up or increases. This progesterone helps to maintain the endometrium there for next 14 days. If pregnancy occurs, it will continue to exist for the period of pregnancy. So this is the menstrual cycle or menstruation. Thank you.